Yes, good night everyone and welcome to some Le Mans 24 action here. So yeah, this will be for the second lobby, which have the the other half of the hypercars, which are driving the Toyota GR010 hybrid, and then we have a bunch of GT3 cars, but they're the other half of the pack here. So yeah, looks like we have here few Lexuses. They've been popular choice in the GT3 class. Then we have an M6 GT3 also as well here, and looks like also one Corvette C7. So yeah, just to show some track action, we are slightly delayed on the stints here. So yeah. But we should hopefully get this stint started within the next 10 minutes or something, so that we still stay on schedule overall. Yes, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. So it's going to be as you can see, it's going to be a dark night stint here. So drivers will have to take that into account, but the weather should be dry throughout, so I don't expect any particular trouble, I think. So here with the Lexus GT3 doing some laps here. Here's another Lexus here. So yeah, it's a very popular choice. I personally did the opening stint for this race, and yeah, it looked like the Lexus is the car of choice for GT3 for this race. So yeah, this is the stint 4, and after this there will be 3 more stints for this race. Each time that 3 hours, assuming everything goes to plan. So yeah. Yeah, drivers are just getting warmed up for their stints here, getting used to the car and how it feels. So yeah. Some drivers staying in the pits. Looks like the Corvette is in the pits, and then quite a few hypercars as well. So yeah, Team Q, even though his practice is already doing some fairly quick laps here. If memory serves me correct, in the night you can actually go quite quick, because usually in the night the for some reason the track temperature is quite optimal in terms of grip. So if you can just handle the darkness here, you'll be able to go pretty quick. So yeah, his Team Q is now in the Porsche curves. They're really high downforce, and important to have a good speed, but don't still breach the track limits or anything, and be careful of the curves, because they can be quite lethal for sure, and just give you a nice spin if you hit them at the wrong angle and press the throttle at the wrong time. So yeah, another lap in the 321s, which is going to be pretty good if he can do that in the race as well. So yeah, here we have Chica TC in the Lexus, and yeah, it looks like he's doing laps in the 358s here so far in this practice. Yeah, looks like we're soon getting ready to start. There's only a few drivers on track now. Kaisa 55 here as well in the Toyota GR010 hypercar. Okay, Ryan Boris heading back to the track, and yeah, we'll see when we get this stint started. I'm not sure if we're still waiting for someone, but yeah, we'll have to see. Hopefully we can get this stint started soon. Yeah, it's quite dark actually, so I have to admit some of the outside views they provide in this game will be a little bit, maybe a slightly questionable, because you don't see the track as well, I think, in the darkness, so yeah. So here we have the first sector for the famous Le Mans circuit. It's quite technical with some medium speed corners and yeah, slowish chicane to go with it as well. So yeah, personally I find it a little bit tricky. I'm doing some stints for the with a BMW M6 GT3 car, so yeah, it likes to spin its tires a little bit in the first sector. It has quite a bit of turbo affecting the how the power is being put down, so yeah, that's the tricky part with that car. So yeah, here we have another Lexus going as well, and it looks like we had one more driver join the lobby. We have NRL Veroline 15 here in the Porsche 911. Nice to see that car as well in this race being used. So yeah, let's see, that might be maybe everybody who's supposed to be for this stint, I think. So yeah, we'll see. Either that or we're waiting for maybe one more driver, but yeah, hopefully we'll get soon underway for this stint, because I think we're running 15 minutes later or so. Yeah, Toby, let's hope Artheo does well this time around. Yeah, that's the Corvette driver here, so yeah, we'll see how they do this stint. Yeah, quite a few drivers here in the pits here. Looks like Team Q is still doing another good lap here. Well, slightly slower, but still a low 322, so that will do just fine, I think. So yeah, in terms of strategy, I think this race is, depending on what you prefer, it's going to be between 2 or 3 stops. Comes down to the car and also slightly the driver, which strategy they prefer. In some cars and driver combinations, for them it might require a little bit of fuel saving to make the two stopper work for the strategy, but for others it might not be too much of an issue. Of course, with the 2-stopper, you save a lot of time not doing the extra pit stop. I think it could be closer to 1 minute, but at the same time you lose a little bit of more time in terms of how much you need to put fuel in the car, because if you do 1 stop less, you don't need to put a full tank at least. So that will save some time in the pits if you're doing a 3-stopper, and then theoretically you should also be a little bit quicker than if you did 2 stops. So, but I still think overall the 2-stop strategy, if you can do it without too much fuel saving, which will cost you some time, then you're probably better off, I think, perhaps 2-stopping this race. Right, we have some new on track. Well, looks like P0 Soft is on the track now. For a while. Oh no, wait. Team Q left the lobby. Damn. Hopefully he'll be back. Unless he's not in the correct lobby, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's correct, he needs to be in the first lobby actually, so yeah, that's why he left. Okay. So they just posted the grid for each lobby. I'm trying to see if we are missing someone. Okay, I don't see WSR. No, wait, there's probably WSR Klusman, yes. Okay, so we have 12 drivers, so I think we're still missing 1 driver. We'll have to see if they're going to join here. That's probably them. Wait, let's see. Okay. Yeah, well, I saw some drivers joining here. Looks like we should have finally everybody. I think it was perhaps WSR Klusman who was missing from the lineup, but he's just about to join this lobby, so I think we're soon finally getting the stint underway. Right, here's another Lexus. So many of them here. This is for Team Don. You know, in their blue and orange livery, with some black as well. Looks pretty decent. Yeah, there you can see the speed difference between the GT3 cars and the hypercars. The hypercars, of course, being more lightweight and much more downforce, and as well having a hybrid system which will help with the acceleration. As you can see here, coming out of Indianapolis corners there, hypercar just disappears into the distance with all the acceleration it has. Yeah, I think we're soon about to get underway. I see 13 entries, and that should be everybody. I assume it's everyone who's supposed to be here. Oh, okay, looks like Kaiser 55 hit the grass and spun. And yeah, they also got some rear damage there, so looks like the rear of the car and then also the rear left. So yeah, they'll definitely lose a bit of time on the straights especially. So that's something also you need to consider for the race, that damage is on, so yeah, you have to be careful not to hit too many walls, and also not other cars or anything, because yeah, if you get damage and it's sufficient enough of damage to slow you down a lot, then you're pretty much required to do an additional pit stop to fix the damage. So if you're lucky, you can do it at such a time that it doesn't hurt your strategy, but it could be an issue as well, so a little bit depends on how bad the damage is that you receive. Yeah, looks like we still had actually one more driver joining. I think that's maybe everyone then in the lobby. Yeah, here we have Lid Supua, also known as Bess, driving for the M6 team. Personally, I'm actually driving for that team in this race, just not in this stint. Okay, starting soon, so we're about to start the stint. Right, I'm gonna exit. We should be starting very soon actually. Right, we're starting this stint now. Yeah, it's still going to be a 3-hour stint, so yeah, looks like, well, we are somewhat on schedule, but it's, yeah, we're slightly delayed by 28 minutes actually. Right, let's go to spectate. Right, so we go for a rolling start. WEC-55 is leading us here. Go, go, go. Let's go racing. Klusman gets a good start. He's really close to WEC here. See if he goes for a move immediately. No. Stays behind for now. Looks like everyone is taking the first corner fairly sensibly. Oh, wait a minute. Big moment for WSR. K3V, but he saved it. It's very close. Close to spin, but nice save. Yeah, looks like everyone is fine here. No damage, as far as I can see. So yeah, we're now at the Mulsanne straight, and looks like Klusman gets a good run on WEC, and they're side by side into Mulsanne chicane. Number 1, still side by side. But looks like WSR Klusman just goes through to P1, and actually, fortunately, WEC-55 gets a track limit penalty, so yeah, they have to serve that after Indianapolis actually. Half-second penalty, which is probably close to around 1 second or something. Still side by side here, but Klusman for WSR team stays ahead for now. Good fight going on here for the lead. So we're soon at the end of Mulsanne straight. There's going to be a tight right-hander here to end the straight. Klusman still stays in the lead, and they're gonna open a gap if they can stay ahead then when we head to Indianapolis. After that, because yeah, as I said, just after that, WEC-55 is going to have to serve a half-second penalty, probably due to track limits. So yeah, him and Ryan Aljaburi are gonna serve their penalty actually right on this straight, and looks like WEC-55 is actually true, but their penalty is still going to mean, I think, that they're gonna lose their place. Yeah, just about. It looks like also NRC the Death here goes through to P3, taking advantage of their competitors' penalties. So yeah, they're driving for the LMP1 team. Yeah, slightly further behind here we have Pineapple Buoy here for Spider GT1 team, and also in hypercar class we have Kieran Trollface 3 here for VNT PR1. Okay, and here we have the fight for the GT lead. So yeah, looks like Luigi on PS is leading now, and just behind is WSR K3V. Interesting. Such a shame. Looks like Pineapple Buoy probably got some damage in the Porsche curves, and they've had to come down to the pits. That's a shame, but it might not still matter too much. They can maybe still do a 3-stopper in this race, because the first stint is shorter anyway, due to less fuel allocated, with it being 50% for the first stint. So yeah, but they're probably now forced to do a 3-stopper, I imagine, for this race. Yeah, other than the top of GT3, looks like there are some gaps between these drivers. Bess here has a penalty for BNR. They made good progress so far up in P10, but yeah, that penalty is going to cost them a little bit. Or not, because looks like also NRL Verline 15 here, during the Porsche 911. They also have a half-second track limit penalty. Yeah, then we have Tamander here, driving for the Don 4 team, and further behind here we have Pineapple Blue, who had to just do a pit stop for due to fixing some front damage, and looks like Chica TC here as well, slightly further behind. They probably also picked up some damage on lap 1 and had to come to the pits. I can see they're on an out lap even though it's lap 2, so yeah, unfortunate for them. But yeah, it's still a long stint, so you can, I mean, there is never a good time to pick up some damage or have slight driving incidents, but I mean, if there's any place to do it, it would be at the start of the stint, because you still have lots of time to regain back some time you have perhaps lost due to a incident. So yeah, WSR Klusman is actually here in the lead, pulling up a nice 3-second gap now, and looks like now we have a fight for P2 is between Kaisi 55 and NRC the Death for the LMP1 team, and Kaisi is driving for HTFR 1. For now they stay as they are, in P2 and P3. Ryan Aljobori is still within fighting distance of the top 3 here, not too far behind, just under 6 seconds from the lead. So yeah, they're still in a good position here. Just checking some fuel and tires data, looks like it's pretty similar so far for the hypercars here at the top. Here we have Kieran Troll phase 3, already 27 seconds behind. I wonder what's happened. Maybe they had some issues, perhaps, not sure. Or then it's just slight lack of pace compared to the leaders. But anyway, they're safely here in P5, the hypercar class. Yeah, well, we use LMH for the, yeah, to name this class in DS. Yeah. Okay, and let's watch on here. So Pineapple Boo is coming through after doing their pit stop to fix damage, and then there's also a fight for the lead of GT3 here, side by side. A nice overtake maneuver by Lugis on PS to go to the lead, back to the lead of GT3. But yeah, really good fight here. The GT3 class at the top. We also have Mateusz and Hoyt joining the lead battle here, driving for CPTL 4 team. Let's watch this action here for a little bit. There, quite close to each other, and if you're at least within a second, you're definitely going to have some slipstream. I'm not sure what's the outermost slipstream range, but I assume it's around 1 second. And yeah, looks like Mateusz and Hoyt had maybe a slightly wide moment there, and they lost the slipstream, heading to the Mulsanne straight, which isn't optimal. And yeah, now we have WSR K3V using the slipstream to their advantage and going up to the lead. So a good safe move there, using the slipstream, but now they're going to be in trouble because Now Lugi is on PS, has slipstream in the Lexus. See what they can do. Can they retake the lead? Heading into the second Mulsanne chicane. Okay, looks like they wanna stay behind for now. I think based on that, well, anyway, to me it would seem that maybe the Lamborghini has slightly more straight line speed. Because Lucas on PS is in a slipstream, but he isn't catching up as fast as the Lamborghini. And I can actually see here Matteo Sinhoit in the other Lexus catching the leaders of GT3 here. A little bit using a slipstream, so it could be a setup thing. Perhaps Mateos here has slightly less aerodynamics than at least Lugi in the other Lexus, because they seem to be pretty fast on the straights. But let's see if we get a move here, heading into Indianapolis corners. Lugi think about it, but yeah, he's still gonna stay behind for now, I think, yeah. Good three-way fight here at the top of GT3. Yeah, here slightly further behind we have RTO Naras, who's in a battle here with Bess. Yeah, they're fighting for on P4 and P5 in class. Corvette versus BMW. Okay, slightly further behind we have Enra Verline 15 here, trying the Porsche 911 GT3. Then Tamander here in the Lexus, doing okay so far. Let's see, a little bit behind the lead of GT3. Well, not too far behind. Maybe around 14 or 15 seconds. And yeah, then Chica TC here as well. They actually apparently decided just to fix the damage and not add fuel or anything, so yeah. I guess it can be a sensible move, but yeah. We'll see how that affects the race later on. Never optimal to get some damage. Oh, looks like Kaisi 55 is wide. They're wide out of the Mulsanne straight. Big moment there. They lost quite a few seconds here actually. Now they're 5 seconds behind NRC the death. What's happened here? Wait, what's happened here? Oh no, did Klusman get damaged or something? Oh no, that's such a shame. They had a very good start to the stint, but yeah. Yeah, looks like they've just been to the pits on a previous lap. I'm not sure what happened, but I assume they had some kind of moment here where they picked up damage. Yeah, that's such a shame. They had a very good start to the stint, but yeah. Well, this is what can happen in racing sometimes. So here we have Pineapple Buoy. They had to do a pit stop on the first lap due to damage. And then we have Kieran Trollface 3 here. Yeah, they also went to the pits. Yeah, quite early compared to many other LMH cars. I assume is also due to damage. So yeah, these LMH drivers will have to be careful because yeah, picking up damage might really hurt their race later on. Did Klusman? No, they added at least some fuel, yes. So maybe they can still be okay, but perhaps they are now forced to do a 3-stop race instead of 2 here due to the damage they picked, and that maybe forced their hand to pick a different strategy. We'll have to see. how it goes overall through this stint. So yeah, it looks like Mateus and Hoyt actually is now in the lead for GT3. We have a three-way battle here. Three wide, heading into Indianapolis. This can't end well. Okay, at the last minute. Oh, a little bit. Lugi's pushed a little bit wide, but I think that's just about fair racing. Yeah, that was a very close moment because it's not really good side-by-side corner Indianapolis, but looks like all the drivers are safe and continue their battle. We have also an ongoing battle here between Artio Narash and Bess here in the BMW. Let's see, does Bess fancy a move here? It's a little bit risky. He goes for it, but just pulls out on the last second. Good try, but yeah, the entry to the Porsche course is not really a place to go for a move. But to me it would seem that Bess has maybe slightly more pace here and he desperately wants to get ahead and get on higher up the pack, and yeah, they get a good exit out of the Porsche curves. Let's see, can they take the lead here in the chicane. Side by side, and yeah, Bess is through. Good move. We also have NRL Verline 15 joining the fight here. So now what Bess needs to maybe do is pull a slight gap here, because yeah, on the Mulsanne straight the others will have the slipstream and therefore he's otherwise going to be slightly vulnerable on the straight. So yeah, ideally he needs to get over a second of a gap, but yeah, there's just a few corners here left for the Mulsanne, so it won't be easy to get enough of a gap here. Okay, there's an 8/10 gap, so yeah, for now maybe Bess will stay ahead. Okay, and then we have Tamander here, 7 seconds back of that fight. Had a decent previous lap in the mid 357s. And then we have Chica TC here getting up to pace here, doing a 356 on the previous lap. Dead last in this stint, but there's still a long way to go. Over 2.5 hours still left in this stint. Right, back to LMH. NRC the death has a solid gap here of over 8 seconds. Doing well so far, no issues whatsoever. Kaisi 55 here in P2, around 8 seconds behind. And from Kaisi, a further 8 seconds behind is Rajan Aljo Buri here. They're maybe not they're not quite keeping up with the leaders, but they've had no mistakes, which is going to be valuable in the end if they can manage that. Because yeah, any damage you pick is going to cost you probably an extra pit stop. So yeah, that's not really what you want to do here at all. So because that's gonna hurt you in the long run. Yeah, here we have WSR Klusman here, who was the early leading driver in the race, but they picked up some damage and had to pit around lap 3 here. Yeah, still a long stint ahead, so who knows, they might pick up place or two here still, despite a suboptimal start to the race. Yeah, here we have Pineapple Buoy, 5th hypercar, LMH class. Kieran Trollfest 3 here, is last in hypercar class. But yeah, I think they also had to do an early pit stop due to some damage they received earlier. Yeah, here we have the fight for the lead of GT3, and it's still ongoing, this battle. Very good fight between these three drivers. They just can't seem to separate themselves, really, it seems. Although saying that, looks like WSR K3V is slightly dropping behind here, just trying to keep up here. They also have a half-second penalty, which will hurt them. They're heading to the back straight after Indianapolis corners. So yeah, really good fight here, this one. Okay, here slightly further behind, looks like Airline 15 has actually passed both RTO Narash and Bess here. So good for them. So that means they're 4th in GT3 class, and here we have a fight for a P5 in the GT3 class here. But importantly, Narash gets, I think, just within the slipstream range, so he's probably now getting in the range of when he's, yeah, as you can see, pulling closer to Airline 15 little by little. So yeah, that's why slipstream is very important. It's going to be helpful, especially in the case when you're trying to keep up with a slightly faster driver. So that fight continues on. And we have Tamander here, 13th overall for this stint. And then Chikatisi is further behind here in the Lexus, 17 seconds behind second to last GT3 driver. And let's watch on this action for a bit. Looks like we have hypercars coming for some moves past GT3s here. So let's go on board with Kaisi here for a little bit. Unfortunately, they've taken a 1 second track limit penalty. At least I don't see any damage, so there's that. But yeah, they're gonna lose some time here now, serving their penalty. This tricky bit because yeah, now they're about to lap GT3 traffic, and they're, as you can see here in the Porsche curves, they're much slower cars here, but it's not easy to overtake as well. So yeah, see how they manage the traffic here. It's also very much single file here, so yeah, it's really not the place where you want to catch up the GT3 cars. But yeah, make good work of it. I had to slow down slightly there to, of course, avoid getting any damage. So yeah, solid job there overtaking the lap traffic. You have to be a bit sensible there. And yeah, of course, if you watch endurance racing, you'd know that yeah, the GT3 cars are doing, of course, their own race, so they are not required to let through any faster cars from the other class that's racing. So even though they have blue flags shown, they don't have to, you know, pull away massively and to the side and let the LMH cars go. There is the responsibility of the LMH cars to overtake in a safe manner. So yeah, here we have an ongoing fight here. Still in the GT3 class. Looks like Mateusz and Hoyt is just about within slipstream range of Lugi here, but they also have a half-second penalty, which is going to cost them a little bit of time on the back straight after Indianapolis corners, where they have to serve their penalty. But yeah, looks like for now that battle is maybe going to calm down a little bit. Okay, and looks like Artio Naras took a half-second corner cut penalty, so yeah, that will mean Bess will be able to close that gap right up. Possibly go for a move if they can get slightly closer, I think, to the Corvette driver. Yeah, Tamander still on around 7 seconds behind P13 overall, and yeah, Chica's catching them up a little bit, but not massively. Currently last overall, and yeah, of course as well last in the GT3 class for this lobby. Yeah, I'll be taking a short break and I'll be right back. Right, I'm back, so yeah. Sorry for a slight delay. So yeah, here we have NRC the Death still in the lead. But they're running really low on fuel, so they have to come into the pits either this lap or the next one. And the same goes for Kaisa 55. I reckon they actually have to come into the pits on this lap, seeing how little fuel they have left. But yeah, looks like this gap is still around the same like around 10 minutes ago. So around 8 seconds. Yeah, some drivers have just done their pit stop and some are about to do, and yeah, we have a bunch of GT3 cars here heading now into the pits. Narash came into the pits. Mateus in Hoyt now in the pits. WSRK3V, Tamander and Chica as well. And yeah, apparently Bess has just done their pit stop, and then Bearline here slightly further behind. But I can see here Bess is apparently having added less fuel actually for this stint. So I think he might be going for a 3-stopper here potentially, based on that. Because I think to make the 2-stopper work you have to put maximum amount of fuel in for the car. So let's see if we can gain a few places here due to this strategy. Okay, so Mateus in Hoyt is about to head out. Yeah, okay, so Mateus in Hoyt got ahead, but yeah, Bess has slotted nicely between WSRK3V and Mateus in Hoyt. But let's remember that yeah, Bess is going to have to do at least one extra pit stop. But probably just that, because yeah, he's going for the 3-stop strategy. Okay, and leaders of Hypercar are in the pits. NRC the Death, and actually yeah, he didn't quite have enough fuel apparently to continue on, and as you can see 0 there, so for Kaisa 55, yeah, he really pushed the fuel to the limit here. But yeah, NRL and Bearline is actually here. So currently I think they're 15 GT3 class. Slightly behind Bess, who is on the alternative strategy, doing a 3-stopper. Right, so yeah, the leading hypercars are about to slot out of the pits. Let's see, okay. Yeah, maybe NRC the Death had to fuel a little bit less. It looks like they may potentially gain a little bit of time there on that. Actually, let's check the hybrid usage real quick here, because that's actually quite vital in these hypercars. Because if you can somehow manage the hybrid for the entire stint and make it work for so that you have it in use for the whole 3 hours, that's going to be helpful, because for the most drivers I think it's going to run out at some point during the stint. As far as I can tell, it's going to run out in maybe 20 minutes or so for these leading drivers, but looks like it's the same for everyone. In the hypercar class they have roughly the same amount of hybrid. Okay, Luke is heading into the pits. So they managed to do 11 laps actually. The first stint, that's pretty well done. To do 11 laps actually on the half tank of fuel, so that's going to be That's going to be a slight advantage potentially for them, because yeah, at some point it's going to play in their hands, I think, and they can add a little bit less fuel and save a few seconds that way, because the refueling speed is painfully slow. I think it's only 2 liters per second, so yeah, any liter or liters of fuel you can save here is going to be useful in the long run for sure. But for now, looks like Lugi is still going for the full tank. And let's see. Yeah, he's going to come ahead of Mateus in Hoyt here. So yeah, he's taken the lead of the GT3 class. And then we have Mateus in Hoyt here in second place of GT3, and slightly further behind we have Bess, who's picked up a half-second penalty. Yeah, he really needs to push it on this stint and try to gain a gap on the others slowly over time, because yeah, he's gonna have to do a next pit stop, and that moves him back to the pack. I think after the next pit stop he's doing. So from there on out he's then having to do the same amount of pit stops as the most others in GT3 class. Okay, and WSR K3V and the Lamborghini Huracan. Looks like they also have a half-second penalty, which they're gonna have to serve just after the Indianapolis corners. NRL Verline 15 here. Nice event overall. Doing a solid job so far. I haven't seen them have too many issues, I think. Well, I think they picked maybe damage. Nah, that's just penalty. That's P actually. No, sorry. So yeah, they're doing a solid job so far. Then we have Artio Naras here driving the Corvette. 12th overall, and actually the bottom of the pack looks like we have a fight between Chica TC and Tamandor. Looks like Chica has gone through, I think probably on track, so good for them. That's one place they've gained back so far. Ooh, slight moment by Chica there. The exit, but yeah. And also he went a little bit wide there, so yeah. Fortunately, he also gets a half-second penalty, but it's the same as for Tamandor, so the places are probably going to stay the same, I think, for the time being. Oh no! Oh! Really big sliding moment for WSR Klusman. Yeah, that's not what you want to see. Big damage in the front and front left, and rear left as well. That's a shame. I think that's already the second driving mistake they unfortunately had, and yep, I think that means they have to come to the pits and fix the damage. That's such a shame for them. But luckily they didn't have too much left on this stint anyway. They could have maybe done 3 or 4 more laps, but yeah, that still might hurt them. I wonder if they can make the race with just 1 more pit stop. It's gonna be close. Or do they actually have to go for a 4-stop strategy potentially? We'll have to see. Have to wait and see. Because yeah, there's still over 2 hours 50 minutes to go. Potentially you could split that in 2 and do just 1 more stop, but yeah, it won't be easy anyways. It's gonna be there and thereabouts. Maybe they can just make it with 1 more pit stop. Yeah, Kais is doing well here. Safely in P2, no mistakes so far for them, so even though they don't have the absolute best pace, they're still having a pretty good pace and not doing any mistakes, and that's really important in a 3-hour stint. You have to avoid the mistakes. Because yeah, doing spins and picking up damage and doing extra pit stops, that's not what you want. It's going to be very costly in the long run if you do that, that's for sure. Right, let's go back to the GT3 class. Looks like Lugi has a solid 4-second lead. He's I think extended it slightly after coming out of the pits. And yeah, interestingly, Mateus in Hoyt here with a 1.5 second penalty. Let's see how much it's gonna put them back. They're really gonna lose quite a few seconds. I reckon actually around maybe even 3 seconds. So yeah, they have a slowdown penalty, which means that the game is going to automatically slow them down. Actually, just here after the Indianapolis corners. And so that's how they... Yeah, I assume it's a bigger track limit penalty moment they've had, which is the reason for this big penalty. And yeah, as you can see, they're slowed down massively there. Base has gained, well, maybe 2.5 seconds overall is what it's gonna gain there. Something like that, yes. So 2.5 or 3 seconds, yeah. So top tier for Mateus in Hoyt, but they still stay in a P2 for this GT3 class. And we have WSR K3V here, driving the Lamborghini Huracan. So they're 10th overall. And 4th in class. Doing a solid job there, fairly close actually to the leaders of the GT3. And not too far behind from them is actually NRL Wehrlein 15 here, driving the Porsche 911. Done a solid job so far, I think. And then Artio Narash here in 12th, and yeah, looks like Chica is here in 13th. Trying to catch up and gain any places he can here. Fortunately, he picked up damage on lap 1 and lost time as a result, but yeah, he's still going here. Just did a low 356, which is going to be a pretty good pace for a GT3 cars, and yeah, still a long stint. He might catch up Narash here, who knows. It's over 2 hours to go still. Around 2 hours and 10 minutes to be more precise. Yeah, we have Tamander here in last, driving a Lexus RCF GT3 car. They have a solid sounding V8, these Lexuses, I have to say. And as I mentioned earlier, seems to be the car of choice for the GT class for this race. Could be because it's slightly, well, it's quite easy to drive and perhaps also has enough straight line speed. Because yeah, having enough straight line speed is going to be important here for the race. Because there's a lot of straights, so you gotta make sure you have enough performance in the straights. Even if you can do the corners fast, you still need to have enough straight line speeds to not be a so-called sitting duck losing time. The poor straight line speed, because if you can gain slightly in the corners, it's always a balancing act if you suffer in the straights. So yeah, back to LMH class. NRC the Death here still has the lead. The lead is actually now just over 10 seconds, so looks like Kaiser55 has actually gained a little bit on the leader. I missed it, but maybe NRC the Death had a track limit penalty of some sorts, or lap car traffic, because I can see on their lap counter that they've lost, well, compared to lap 13 they lost 4.5 seconds. Big moment there, they almost spun off the Porsche girls. I guess they're really tricky at night, because we already saw WSR Klusman get caught up there. And yeah, he's again lost some time, almost 2 seconds there. That's really not what you wanna do. They're letting Kaisi55 here back in for the fight of the win of this stint. Gap is now down to 7.6 seconds, when a few laps ago it was 12 seconds, so yeah. Making some mistakes, apparently, and that's letting Kaisi55 back in here. And Kaisi has also a little bit more hybrid, so yeah. Assuming the hybrid depletion is around the same for the next call it 15 to 30 minutes, then I think Kaisi55 could have hybrid on a few more laps than NRC the Death, and yeah, then they're again going to gain some time, because having hybrid means you have slightly better acceleration, and that's especially noticeable in the straights. So yeah, they're potentially are going to gain again some time back on the leader of hypercar, being NRC the Death. Okay, here we have Pineapple Buoy here, who's doing a completely different strategy due to picking up damage early. But yeah, we have to see. They may make it to the end actually now, seeing just doing one more pit stop, so they're doing an okay job actually. Wonder what's happened here. Yeah, Ryan Aljo Warrior has had a couple of bad laps, way past 330. It's probably for some mistakes, I think. So yeah, they have actually lost a position here, dropped to P4 in LMH class. But more importantly, look at the hybrid difference. And for Pineapple Buoy, it's about to die. Yeah, now I have to say Ryan Aljo very apparently are taking a good care of their hybrid, and that's gonna be a big advantage. Expect them to actually, even if they drive consistently and stay on the track, I mean, they may start to gain even the leaders, because when their hybrid is bound to run out sooner. So yeah, we have to see how that plays out. That's very useful if you can save a lot of hybrid, because then you're gonna go quicker for sure. Oh no, and here we have Kieran Trollface, who did a mistake and yeah, hit the wall there. Sector 1 and picked up front damage. That's unfortunate. They're having a bit of a tough time here. No hypercar. And yeah, we have to see. They might need to come back to the pits again on this lap. Okay, let's head back to GT class. So yeah, Lucas on PS is leading here. They've opened up a substantial 9.8 second lead. Doing some really solid laps, low 355, high 354. Those are quite good. Those are quite good laps here, I have to say, in GT3. Maybe in lobby 1 they have some faster drivers, but yeah, I mean in lobby 2 it's going to be some very good pace here from Lugi if he can manage that. And even with that amount of fuel, yeah, that's impressive driving. Mateus in Hoyt here, second in GT3 class, and just behind them is Bess. Just over 2 seconds behind, but as I mentioned, I think they're going for the alternative two-stop strategy, so they're probably doing like 7 more laps and pitting end of lap 21, I think. Just some very rough match here, seeing how much fuel they have left. So they fall behind towards the pack, but yeah, especially the last pit stop, they're gonna gain time, having to refuel less, so it's gonna come a little bit back towards them, and if they have good pace, they're slowly perhaps increasing the gap behind. And 12th we have RTO Naras here, driving the Corvette C7 Group 3 car. And here we have Chica driving the Lexus RCF, car of choice for this race apparently, in GT class. And yeah, he's managed to pull up a slight gap to Tamandor here. He's last in GT3 class. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the stream so far. Just over 2 hours left, I think, in the stream, and yeah, we're switching back on and off some action here. And speaking of action, looks like NRC the Death is run out of hybrid now completely. And yeah, we'll have to see if because Kaisi 55 I think can do a few more laps with that hybrid tank, so to speak, till it runs out. So yeah, it's gonna start slowly and catch up to NRC, I think, especially in the straights. Yeah, be showing these battles for now, but for now I'm taking a short break from doing commentary. If you're enjoying the stream, we have just over 2 hours left to go for this Stint 4 in Lobby 2. Ah, that's such a shame. I think we had a disconnect by Mateus in Hoyt there. Yeah, that's such a shame. They were doing a really good job there in P2 of GT3 class. Yeah, Such a shame. Yeah, that's what can happen. In real life you can have technical issues with your car. But yeah, in sim racing you can have technical difficulties with equipment if you're driving with a controller or racing wheel and pedals. Or yeah, you can also have internet issues or some other technical difficulties with your devices. So yeah, that's fortunately something that can happen. So yeah. Bit of a shame, they had a good run so far for this stint. Yeah, actually in our airline 15 here, yeah, it's solid job despite not having a mega start to this stint. Yeah, it's getting close to the Lamborghini ahead. Though saying that, I see that they have less fuel, so they're going for a different strategy. We have to see how that pans out. So I think he can maybe do 12 more laps. Yeah, they still might be on target just about for only one more pit stop left to do, but I think they're gonna have to save some fuel, so we'll see how that works out. And yeah, as you can see here, Kaiser 55 still having some hybrid left, so yeah, they start to slightly gain on NRC the Death here. Okay, Pineapple Boo is into the pits. Yeah, I think it's a regulation pit stop. Yeah, they had to come to the pits anyway. They had fuel maybe for only one more lap, and yeah, still think they're in the range of doing this race with just one more pit stop, so that's gonna be alright. Yeah, and Ali Joe Bor really having a lot of hybrid left, so that might come into the play later in this race. Although saying that, they've had a fairly bad lap on lap 18. Maybe they had a spin or something, but at least they didn't pick up damage. But yeah. Yeah, Kieran Trollface. Troubles are continuing here, sadly. Picked up some front damage, and yeah, we'll have to see if they come to the pits or not. It could be worth it, because I think now they're in the range that if they now come to the pits, they only have to do one more pit stop, assuming, of course, they don't take additional damage and yeah, lose time that way. Yeah, so here on Troll Phase 3 here came into the pits now with the as I expected. Mainly due to the damage, but don't think they lost too much with this pit stop, because they can still do the race, I think, after this with just one more pit stop, assuming they can avoid further damage during this stint. Okay, looks like we might have a fight brewing up here between WSR K3V and NRL Verline 15, because yeah, Verline 15 has done a very good job here in the Porsche. Managed to catch up, and yeah, now they're within slipstream range of the Lamborghini driver there just ahead. You have to see, potentially could be shaping up a move for the Mulsanne straight. There is a slight back straight here just before the Porsche curves, but yeah, you have to be really close to make any kind of move, even with the slipstream here. But ideal overtaking places, I'd say, are on the Mulsanne straight due to the slipstream, where you can really gain a lot of time due to the slipstream effect, reducing the drag of your car and yeah, meaning that you have more straight line speed. Kind of similar effect that they also have in cycling with riders driving right behind each other. It's yeah, that's the slipstream effect, and it's especially central in racing. Chica slowly catching up Narash here. There is now 50 seconds behind for P11 overall, and yeah, that's some good pace he's doing. He might gain back slightly the time he lost due to the extra pit stop on lap 1. We have to see how best strategy here is gonna pan out. I'm trying to figure out how he's doing compared to Chica, who's on a similar strategy, and yeah, looks like Chica is 33 behind Bess, who has to do an extra pit stop, so yeah, Chica might go up a little bit in this race, maybe past Bess potentially. And yeah, the rate he's catching up Artio Narash here is, yeah, this race could come back towards Chica, but they have to do a bit of a long stint on the, actually, yeah, he might have to do a bit of a long stint if he wants to make the race. Just one more pit stop, so yeah, we have to see how that works out. Yeah, guys, he still has some hybrid left, so that's probably the main reason he's gaining on the leader, who has run out of hybrid. Okay, Klusman is again in the pits. Yeah, he has a lot of pace, but unfortunately WSR Klusman is picking up damage too often, I'd say. Seeing how much fuel they still have left. Yeah, looks like they could have made the race with just one more stop, but yep, well, this pit stop will mean that he has to do, yeah, he has to do another pit stop after this. There's no way he can make the tires last for an hour and 49 minutes. And neither can the fuel last for that long. I topped up the fuel to around 75%. So yeah, definitely has to do another pit stop in maybe 40 or 50 minutes of time. Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. And my pineapple buoy here in 5th. I wonder if they also picked up damage and added to the early pit stop or not. I'm not entirely sure. Because they picked up some damage at the start. Yeah, let's see, so... Yeah, I do wonder. But in any case, they have to do one more pit stop, so they're still within a fight with WSR Klusman here for P4 overall. No, so Ryan Aljobori has to do another pit stop, and yeah, they're gonna have plenty of fiber left, but still their pace isn't quite top pace here. They're still in good pace to compete for P3 for the LMH class. And we have Kira and Trollface 3 here. That's by quite the margin actually. For LMH class already we're 2 laps behind. 8 minutes 16 seconds total behind the leader of the hypercar class or LMH class, whatever you wanna call it. Okay, so we have Ryan Aljobori coming into the pits here, doing a regulation pit stop, I think, yes. That's what it looks like. Interestingly, he didn't put too much fuel in the car, because I think he pit on 11 or 12, so I think they're really short stint now, but yeah, well, that will mean that they have to do 2 fairly long stints here to end this 3-hour driving session. See where they head back out on track. Possibly behind WSR Klusman and Pineapple Buoy, but let's see. They're in a bright. Ooh, they're in a bright within Klusman, but WSR Klusman tried to pass, but unfortunately spun ahead of Aljobori. Man. Such a shame for them, and that cost Klusman quite a bit of time, but luckily for Klusman, he didn't pick up any damage, so he also just came out of the pit, so maybe tires are still a little bit cold, but at least they didn't have to do an extra pit stop. But yeah, I mean, he lost about 15 seconds there, so due to that spin, so that's not really optimal. They just went too aggressively for the outside move heading into T1, and yeah, something happened because they just couldn't stop the car in time and did a spin there. Kieran 12 S3 there. That's by quite the margin, I have to say. Trying their best anyways, and that's all you can really do of course. So yeah, here we are looking is on PS. In the lead of GT3 class with the Lexus. Bess is here, second in GT3 class, and interesting, looks like WSRK3V is in, and yeah, unfortunately they have picked up some damage here. And yeah, they're still a whopping 1 hour 43 minutes left. Yeah, this actually means that WSRK3Vs you have to do after this one another piston. There's no way you can make the fuels and tires last for over half the distance. This in this car, so yeah. Fall to last for now, but I think there'll still be a factor later on in the race. Yeah, looks like Chica might have had some kind of moment because he only did a 4:05 on the last lap, maybe a spin or something. Cost them around 10 seconds, so maybe a bit less. But for now they're still staying P11 overall. Okay, and WSRK3V is over 25 seconds behind the next driver, and yeah, you have to go quick because he still has to do 1 hour pre-stop just like everybody else. WSRK3V, but you know, they have to go really fast if they want to catch up. Again, and it places in this Stint 4. Guys, 55 still managing to keep up the hybrid, and yeah, big slide there for NRC to death, but yeah, now it looks like Kais has scored up and trying to go for the lead. Let's follow this battle for a little bit. And also NRC the death has picked up a half-second penalty. That's not really helpful at all. There's a big risk of losing the lead on the next lap, just after the Indianapolis. So on the back straight. Let's see how this battle is going to go. I think Kais is faster now, and they still have a little bit of hybrid left, so yeah, it could be an important moment to capitalize on this and try to make the move down as soon as possible, and in a manner that doesn't mean you lose good time to So yeah, let's see how this pans out after penalties. So are we gonna have a leader change? We'll have to wait and see. Okay, and yeah, Kaiser 55 took the lead there. Well done. Are the lead of the race. Both have to serve here. NRC Death and Kaisi 55 half-second penalty, but yeah, it's the same for both. So yeah, Kaisi is still gonna stay in the lead even after serving their slowdown penalty. So well done from them, and yeah, we have a leader change now in LMH. Yeah, looks like Kaisi is about to run out of hybrid, so yeah, that might change a little bit how this battle is gonna go. Because NRC the Death has been also pretty fast, so who knows, when the hybrid runs out and it's the same for him and Kaisi 55, then yeah, it's good turn still, and this battle and work towards NRC the Death doing a bit of a comeback. Okay, here we have Ryan Aljobori, actually over 2 minutes behind already the top two. The top two are doing a really solid job in this race. Okay, they're really opening up a big gap at the top of the glass. Ooh, slightly pushes GT wide, but a little bit of an aggressive move there. But yeah, that's I think still okay racing. Although they had a close call with Chica TC there. In 10 seconds from Aljobori's WSR Klusman. Had a few incidents where he got damage for it, sadly. And yeah, WSR Klusman has gotten damage on unfortunately already quite a few times, and they've had to do an extra pit stop or two due to that. So yeah, not really what you wanna see, but you know, that's racing, and sadly it does happen, you know, so yeah, sadly it does happen that sometimes you just are a little bit careful, not maybe the full concentration on, and then you make a penalty, and maybe for track limits, or then even worse if you have a spin and then pick up damage. So yeah, that's what can happen sometimes. Okay, and looks like Best has just done their pit stop and headed out of the pits. What's going on with WSR K3V? Did they also have big damage and do an extra pit stop? Damn. That's not helpful at all. And again, they picked up damage and decided to fix it. Yeah, that's a shame for them. I think they already did an extra pit stop due to damage, and now they do it again, so they're still, I think, too far away from doing the rest of the race without a pit stop, so yeah, not really what you wanna see at all for them. Losing time by taking additional pit stops. As for Bess, yeah, I mean, I think he's still within fight of P10, because yeah, now he's gonna have to do only shorter pit stops. Well, he can next pit stop he does can be slightly shorter due to the fuel he needs to put in the car. It won't be too much when he's heading to the pits. pitch again later this race. Yeah, Kaiser55 has come to the pitch from the lead. And yeah, Unearthly Death are gonna have to pit in soon as well, so see how that shapes out here. So yeah, again I'm taking a slight break from commenting here. Yeah, enjoy the stream. We still have around 1.5 hours to go. General Airline 15 is heading back into the pits, and yeah, we're still over, well, still almost 90 minutes left, and I think they still have to do, I think, one more pit stop after this. Let's see, I assume they don't have to use the full fuel amount here. Let's see if they're gonna come ahead of Chica TC or not. Chica's already here, so yeah, he's way past Verline. So yeah, Chica's actually doing a pretty good comeback here, I have to say. So good for them. Yeah, that's quite easy to do, to pick up the half-second penalty there. Heading to Mulsanne. Wanna be aggressive getting the exit correct, because yeah, wanna have the best possible exit to get some good straight line speed, but at the same time you have to be careful with track limits, and I have to say the track limits are easier to breach here, you know, in the dark. It's easy to go just a bit over the white lines and get a slight track limit penalty as a result. KC55 is still in the lead, and looks like NRC the Death is slowly catching up maybe, but yeah, it's been somewhat stable, the gap between them so far. Right, let's continue with the commentary. I had to take a bit of a snack and drink. I was feeling a little bit hungry, and also same time trying to keep myself awake because I have a stint incoming, and yeah, of course I have to do some more commentary here as well. It's quite rough. I didn't really sleep a lot before this commentary is smack middle in the night and a little bit past. It's local time 3:39 here in Finland, so yeah, I guess to quote that fairly famous meme, it's commentary and driving, doing stints and stuff in the night. It's like it ain't much, but it's honest work. I guess one could say. Okay, Chica TC is doing his pit stop. Yeah, let's see how much fuel he decides to put in. It's very close if we can do wait, so he'd have to do 19 or 20 more laps. So he came into the pits end of lap 25. Well, I don't know how his fuel consumption has been, but if he wants to go to the end without doing pit stops, he has to do some major fuel saving. Not entirely sure. Okay, so yeah, he didn't add the full tank of fuel, so yeah, he's gonna have to do another pit stop after this actually, Chica. So let's see. So he's 21 seconds behind rear line 15. Yeah, 21 seconds behind. So okay, so yeah, he still has to do another pit stop. So yeah, it's not really optimal, but yeah, that's what can happen when you take the penalty on the first lap. Sorry, a damage on the first lap, and then you do a pit stop. It's really gonna cost you for sure. And yeah, here in last place we have WSRK 3V, which is a little bit unfortunate. They picked up front damage again. That's such a shame. Yeah, they had some good pace at the start of the race, but unfortunately they picked up damage now already quite a few times, and in the lap times they don't look good at all. They look quite horrendous, but again a spin or the damage or both could explain that, where they're losing quite a bit of time as of recent. So we have to wait and see if they decide to come into the pits or not. Depending how much this damage costs them time, it might be worth it to maybe stay out for a few laps and then come into the pits, put full fuel in and go to the end. Because even if they're losing some time now, definitely in the straights, yeah, I can see that the gap growing to the car ahead. If they're not losing too much, it's maybe better to stay out rather than do now a pit stop and then do another pit stop later on. So I think they're doing the right call, because front and front left damage doesn't cost you too much time. So yeah, that's maybe the smart thing to do, even if they are losing some time here and there as of now. Yeah, back to a leading battle. Looks like NRC the Death is slightly catching up Kaiser 55, but there's still a well, almost a 4-second gap. So follow the leader here for a little bit. Yeah, I'm reading some of the WEC chat for this Digital Endurance Series League, and unfortunately there's been quite a few disconnects going on. We've seen one in this particular stint for this lobby, you know, with one GT driver getting a disconnect, and I read that quite a few other teams have had disconnects as well, and that's really, I mean, yeah, take you out of contention, I think, to fight for any good positions, because you get, I mean, depending when you get the disconnect, but you get counted with a fairly slow time. I mean, first you have whatever the gap or laps you did when you at the moment of getting disconnected, and then basically I think it's an average lap times maybe 10% added per lap. So really you're losing a lot of time if you get the disconnect, and especially if it's the first third or even, you know, 2 hours in when it happens. It's, yeah, you're gonna lose you some time. Okay, looks like Kieran and Trollface 3 in there falling quite far behind, I have to say, behind the LMH leaders, and they again picked up some damage. I have to come to the pits as a result, because I think ideally they should have stayed out maybe for a few more laps to ensure they have to do only one more pit stop, assuming everything goes to normal. It's there and thereabouts. Can they make it to the end if they add a full tank of fuel? Tire change is very close. Okay, I don't think that's enough of fuel, so yeah, Control Phase 3 is gonna have to do another pit stop later on in this race. Looks like the Mandar's coming into the pits. Yeah, this looks like a regulation pit stop. And this might be the last pit stop they do, actually. Because if he's gonna add full amount of fuel, yeah. Then he can do 18 laps, I think. And then that's gonna be it, because I think almost all GT3s are gonna do 45 lap stints. And so you can do the math there, 27 plus 18, that's 45, so assume they're gonna add a full tank of fuel, and they already did a tire change, and if everything goes smoothly, this is the last pit stop they're doing, so yeah. Yeah, so full amount of fuel, and that's the last of the Mandar's pit stops, and Spitey falls to last place now. That's yeah. It's gonna come back towards the end, with it being probably his last pit stop. So yeah, Kai 55 doing a solid job here, having a slight slide there, but keeping it together. Leaders stay fairly similar here in the LMH class, in around 5 or 6 seconds, I think so. Okay, now the gap is 7.7 behind the top two, so yeah. Okay, and looks like actually WSR Klusman is now in third. In the match class, he's also picked up some rear damage. Yeah, had probably a bit of a spin on the previous lap. I see they did a 340.5, and yeah, that's around 15 seconds off the previous lap, the lap 31 space. They did the lap before that. But yeah, the rear damage will cost them a little bit of time, but again it's a similar thing as you can see here with the WSRK 3B. I think these drivers need to do a couple more laps and then they'll make it to the end with only one more pit stop. Yeah, just taking still quite a ways to go, but just taking a quick look at what whatever gaps we had before this stint and how it's now looking to play out. Right, let's do a bit of math here. 4 AM in the morning, or in the night, more like. So, let's see, so Kaisi55 is driving for HTFR1. So they're 8 in hypercar. Quite a bit behind Team Q, but yeah. This performance there, again increasing their gap to LMP1's team, but they already have 4 minutes for the second gap. So that's not the vital beam, but yeah, as for NRC, the death, I mean, yeah, they're a really good job here fighting for the lead of this Lobby 2. Stint 4, and well, I mean, you could say it's also a stint win if they would manage to do that, but they're fighting for that anyways. But yeah, this performance might put them further up here, because I'm seeing here then Pineapple Buoy, they're ready again while Narash comes to the pits. Probably, yeah, definitely their last stop if everything goes to plan. Yeah, Pineapple Buoy is already almost 2 minutes behind. 2 minutes behind NRC the Death. So right now it looks like that actually because LMP1 team was close to Spider GT1 team. So it looks like we have a swap for place 11 that's going to happen during this stint. And let's see, Ryan Aljaburi. Sorry. Yeah, they're also, that team is also gonna get their over 3 minute 18 second gap reduced by LMP1 team. So yeah, really for LMP1 team, this stint has been very good, and it's gonna be important for them in the long run because they're catching up in the overall race, which I'm trying to check here. Count a little bit, and it's gonna be very helpful for their overall race if they can manage that until the end for LMP1 team. And as for GT, yeah, Lugi's on PS. Well, technically he could have been in lobby 1, but yeah, in order to have enough space in the lobbies for host and commentator, therefore it's racing in this lobby, but so I don't really know he's, yeah, well, I mean, compared to the LMP2 drivers, of course, he's increasing the lead, especially to a CPTL4 who had an unfortunate disconnect in the somewhere around the first hour of the this stint. They were already CPTL4 1 minute 20 seconds behind Lugi's on PS, so yeah, that gap is gonna increase massively due to Mateo Sinho's disconnect, of course. And yeah, WSR K3V is also gonna lose a bunch of time because they haven't had the best stint, sadly. He had a good start, but after that they've picked up damage here and there. And Luke is probably heading into the pits now. Yes, indeed, and yeah, that's gonna be their last pit stop for sure, I think. So far they're doing a very good stint, doing fast laps and clear in the lead there. So yeah, that's a little bit, and then let's see in our rear line. Well, they had a disconnect, but they are doing a solid job here so far, and well, we have to wait and see if the gaps are correctly calculated or not. That will be adjusted after the race if necessary. So yeah, I have to see if the changes, but as of now looks like Don 2, who's currently last in GT, might catch up to BNR a little bit. But saying that, actually it's gonna be similar. It's not gonna be too many changes, because I don't think, yeah, no way, yeah, NRV Airline 15 doesn't have enough fuel either, so they might catch up a little bit with having to refuel less for the remainder of the race. But yeah, they're not gonna take a massive stride towards gaining a place in the overall standings. And then we have Chica TC here. Actually, there's gonna be a battle now between him and Ayrton Naras. So Ayrton Naras had a smaller penalty to deserve. Are they gonna go through actually here for P11? Then yeah, just about. So they really took advantage of having less of a penalty than the opponent there. But I mean, yeah, as for Chica TC, despite him not having an absolutely flawless stint in the overall standings, looking okay for them actually, because yeah, Don 4 is maybe not quite keeping up with them. Who's their closest competitor from behind, and then also CPTL 4 having an unfortunate incident is gonna help them to gain that place due to the unfortunate disconnect, and then also WSRK3 is quite a lot behind Chica TC here, but who also has to do the next pit stop. Yeah, well, but anyway, they might catch a little bit, so they're still in good shape overall. So yeah, just a slight run down there then. Yeah, let's stay with the leader here for a real bit, and yeah, now we have slightly less than an hour to go. 58 minutes to be exact. Enjoy. Yeah, looks like here on Trollfest 3 is coming again into the pits, and yeah, unfortunately they picked up some damage and have to pit as a result, and yeah. Well, we have to see. Might need to add a bit more fuel to make it to the end, I think. Yeah, that's what they're doing, so really they didn't lose too much here. Took their damage, and because they still had to refuel, I think, to make it to the end. Okay, WSR Klusman doing a pit stop here. Well, they had rear damage, but yeah, I mean, they're gonna make it to the end here. Waited so that they could put enough fuel to make it to the end, despite losing a little bit of time here and there with the Rear damage they unfortunately took during this stint. They try to stay out for as long as possible that they don't lose too much time, and yeah. Kieran's roll first 3 has a 3-second penalty. I think that's maybe the pit exit. Lines, you can't cross those. Yeah, you can't go past those. That's for sure, so might have happened. Yeah, the 3-second penalties, I think it's either coming into the pits and crossing the white line or heading out of the pits. That's what the game does if you breach those white lines near the pits. Gotta be careful with that, because the game is gonna give you a 3-second penalty if you can't stay within the required. Ooh, quite a big moment by Verline 15, but they save it. A big drift there, but yeah, you have to stay within the white lines. Commander is gone. That's unfortunate. I think they may have also had a disconnect. That's a shame. They were doing a solid job, I think, before this happened. Oh well. So yeah, they might also be getting a slight. Yeah, it's gonna hurt their race a lot, actually. Luckily it wasn't right at the start, but yeah, I mean, yeah, there was still 1 hour to go, so yeah, they're gonna get added up plenty of penalty time to their total what they could have achieved without any disconnect. So yeah, that's unfortunate. So yeah, 2 GT3 cars down sadly for distance. That's what sometimes happens, unfortunately. Right, and guys, 55 has opened up a little bit of a lead here. It's now over 11 seconds when it used to be, I think, around 8 seconds or so for a little bit. So yeah, they're doing a solid job actually increasing the lead here and there. And now the lead is over 13 seconds, so that's interesting. Well, they're getting the hybrid back slightly. It's kind of random when it's gone that how it's gonna come back for a little while here and there. So yeah, that's quite interesting how that's gonna play out. But in general, I'd say it comes more back on for the drivers who are better at hybrid saving. So yeah, that's maybe what's going on, why the gap is slightly increasing. Yeah, Ryan Aljobor is quite a ways behind They have plenty of hybrid though, so that's gonna be helpful for the rest of their race. Despite they're not quite well, despite them not being able to keep up with the top 2, but still doing an okay job here. They'll come to the pitch fairly soon, but they can do quite a few laps still, maybe somewhere between 4 and 6 laps. WSR Klusman might make it to the end of the race, we'll have to see. Okay, looks like Luke has picked up 1 second penalties. Probably due to track limits either in one corner or in several where he's racked up half-second penalties, and yeah, that's gonna hurt the race a little bit, but nothing too severe actually. Okay, now Chica TC is, well, let's see, he's okay. Yeah, well, he's 4th overall right now, but yeah, I have to do another pit stop, you know, a little bit of time. Same goes for NRL Verline 15, and yeah, also for Bess here, he's maybe heading to the pits after this lap, let's see. Getting close to that. RTO Naras here in a Corvette. They may not have to do another pit stop, I think. Yeah, they probably have enough, just about enough fuel. Same goes for WSR K3B. Let's see, I think Bess is having a bit of a slide, but he's also coming to the pits, I think. And his sports cars are freaking dangerous, to say. Especially when you get some tire wear on, and then yeah, it's also dark, so the course cars aren't easy. Yeah, he's heading in the pits. Let's see where he comes out on track. Tire change is done. Now he's getting the full fuel filled up, so yeah, we'll have to see where he falls back, but there's again quite a few drivers. Still have to do one more stop at least in GT3, so yeah, we'll see if that's gonna come back towards the M16 here or not. So this is back out on track, and yeah, it's over 30 seconds to now rush. Stint overall. It's very close if they have enough fuel. Chica definitely needs to one from pistol. Okay, looks like Kai's 55 is heading into the pits from the lead. University Death is doing at least maybe one more pit stop. Sorry. Yeah, they're doing one more pit stop as well, but yeah, they're will have to come to the pits in a little while. Okay, let's see how much fuel Kai's 55 puts in. Yeah, as I suspected, it doesn't need to put the full fuel in. And yeah, they're gonna do the rest of the race with that. Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. So after this lap, I think Chica is also heading to the pits, and yeah, we have the leader now heading into the pits. NRC the death, and yeah, Kieran Trollfest 3 has again picked up some damage. Yeah, massive damage. Must have been a big shunt because they have front damage and engine damage, so that's quite the brutality, I guess you could say. see this. I think KC55 probably retakes the lead, yeah. It seems like that's gonna happen. Right, so here's the gap for the lead. It's slightly less than 10 seconds, and maybe NRC the dead saved a little bit of time with the refueling, having to fuel a little bit less. So yeah, that's helpful for them, I say. Let's see, so yeah, Chica TC has come to the pits. Has to come to the pits here now, I think. That's just, yeah, not enough fuel, I think, to go for next lap, but this was probably all part of the strategy they put here to the end, yeah, so. Let's see actually where they head out now. Because Yarti Naras isn't far behind in the Corvette, and then neither is Lil Supwa, so you can call best really, so we'll have to see. So Naras of course goes past, and yeah, I think maybe Bess could have this place, I think. Let's see. So refueling takes such a long time, though it doesn't need to add a ton of fuel. Chica, so we'll have to see what's gonna happen. But yeah, they're already here, Bess, so if he has a good last stint, my teammate, then he's, yeah, gonna finish 10th, it looks like. Okay, so Chica's come out of the pits and 50 seconds behind Best. That's probably the kind of gap he's gonna try to catch up here towards the end. Yeah, again the lead has increased here, now it's 15 seconds, so. Oh, KC55 went quite a bit wide, had to go to the escape route there. Okay, let's see how much time he lost there. Probably quite a few seconds actually. Well, just over 3 seconds what they lost to that mistake, so not optimal, but yeah, I mean they still stay in the lead, so everything's good in the kingdom, one could say. Okay, Ryan Aljober is doing a pit stop, and that's gonna be their last, I think, this race, barring any mistakes or something. Right, so Ryan, Joe Burris quite a ways behind NRC and Dead, but they also have a fairly big gap to Pineapple Boo here. And Klusman is really catching up to Pineapple Boo, and that might become a battle towards the end, I think. Pretty stale also at the moment in the GT class, not too much going on, must be said. So yeah, Kaiser 55 still in the lead here. LMH, we're heading soon to the last half an hour of this stint, so yeah. Enjoy the views and commenters for a while, and yeah. Thanks for everyone who's joined this, yeah. Nice to see some people stay up quite late or just maybe woken up or something, so yeah. Enjoy for a bit more. I'll continue commentary in a bit. Okay, potentially we could have a battle brewing up here soon, because WSR Klusman is catching up fast, Pineapple Buoys. Gap is going down very quickly. Sorry, here, yeah. Don't see any damage, but yeah, it's just... Seems like they have better straight line speed, that's why they're catching up here. Also driving better, because not too long ago the gap was for 10 seconds, so yeah, this might have a change for our P4 overall. And seemingly everyone has done their last pit stop, so yeah. Of course, gear and throttle phase, again, damage which they have to come to the pitch to fix, so yeah, that's... But barring that, I think everyone's done their... Well, yeah, Bearline still has to pit here, yes. And a slightly different strategy to quite a few other drivers. Yeah, let's see if we can get a battle going here in a little while. Yeah, looks like that might happen now, because now Klusman is in the slipstream and they're starting to catch up a little bit more, heading to Indianapolis corners. Oh, quite a massive wide moment there, that's unfortunate. Klusman was just about to catch up and now they lost around 1.5 or 2 seconds, so yeah, they... For the time being, they're not gonna catch up. I think, yeah. This is probably the last regulation pit stop for Bearline. Let's see where they come out after they're done the pit stop. Let's see, so Little Supwa is here, also known as Bess. And yeah, it's gonna be very close, to Enner or Bearline here actually. Probably just behind, I think, yeah, just behind. So maybe not quite getting that place then, I think. Because Bearline's gonna have slightly less fuel and also fresher tires, so yeah. They stay as they are right now. Yeah, looks like Pineapple Boo has done some kind of mistake. They're way off their best lap here. Yeah, that's That's why the position changed here for P4 and Stint overall, so unfortunate, but that's what's happened here. Oh no, oh no. So Ryan Aljobury has had a massive incident somewhere, having quite a big hit because they have engine damage. They might not need to refuel here, but man, they might lose a place here. Grand Kuzma. It looks like the pit crew is just fixing the damage, but might come out ahead, but only barely. This could still be a battle then for P3 in the class. Just when it looked like Ryan Aljobury is gonna cruise for an easy P3 the class, but no. That's how quickly it can change when you have a week off, and it's unfortunate for them. Now they're gonna have to fight to stay ahead. And they changed tires though. They didn't actually, but they have fresher tires than Klusman anyway, so understandable. Right, so just 20 minutes to go then. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of what's going on here. So yeah, we have KC55 here. The lead, they've done a solid job. DM hole. Stint must be said, being towards the front of the LMH class. I have a 16.3 second lead to NRC the Death here. And then actually, well, I think KC55 has lapped Orion, Ali Joe Burry, but NRC the Death is close to maybe lap them. Then it's WSR Klusman who's actually caught up to Ali Joe Burry here quite a bit. It's only 3 second gap now, I think it was 6 seconds not too long ago, so yeah, we still might have a P3 fight here at the end, who knows. And also Ali Joe Burry's hybrid is running out crucially, which he had for a really long time here. So yeah, if he's used to having the extra pace of that, I mean, he might be hurting a little bit, and then also picking up a half-second penalty as well, so the gap is gonna come down to 3 seconds, I think. Let's see. Well, it came down a little bit, anyway. Yeah, then Pineapple Buoy here in 5th. In LMH class, just over 8 seconds behind Klusman, who's in 4th. I think Pineapple Buoy is about to get lapped by another MH car. It's NRC the Death, they really need to give way here. But Porsche cars are really not a good place to give way, so maybe they do it start-finish straight or something, I don't know. Let's see. So, yep, they give respect blue flags and give the place back here, and then way behind, that must be said, hypercar here, quite a few laps behind, is Kieran Trollface 3. So yeah, that's the LMH class standings currently for LMP2. Okay, and then to the GT standings. Lugis and PS has done a solid stint. He still has the lead here by over 1 minute and 70 seconds ahead of RTO Narash, who's actually in 2nd, interestingly enough, yeah. So the Corvette drivers done a really solid job. Of course, some disconnects have affected slightly the results, but even so, they did a really solid job. Despite not having the best of starts to the stint, I think place-wise or pace-wise, but they've clawed back up the order little by little. And we have NRL Bearline here in 9th. Best here, the BNR car in 10th overall. The gaps between 8th and 9th and 10th are very, very similar. Around 40 seconds each. So probably not expecting too much of change there. Really. Because it's only up 50 minutes or so to go. And then Chica is in 11th here in the Lexus. Yeah, purple Lexus here, the distort livery. They are 30 seconds behind Bess, and then 30 seconds behind them is WSR K3V, which had some very, very good pace early on in the race, but sadly has faltered away since then little by little. So Yeah, and we also had 2 disconnects here, sadly. The Mandor went away in a Lexus, I think maybe 40 or 45 minutes ago or so, and then just past the first hour, I think we lost Mateus in Hoyt. He's also actually doing very good in the race. Was towards front of the pack, so yeah, that's fortunate. That's what can happen. That doesn't matter how good you are. I mean, if you're just unlucky with your internet or you know something else going wrong, I mean, there's not too much you can do. So, but that's just how online racing sometimes is, I guess. Alright, let's stay here for a while because we might have a fight about to start here between these two. But yeah, I'll be right back for the end of the race. See how we finish off this stint. Right, so there's 8 more minutes to go, and looks like, yeah, not too much has changed perhaps in the short amount of break I did. But I see that Ryan Alijober has front damage, and this might hurt them the last few laps. Because they're gonna feel that, especially in the straights. Yeah, you can see here the gap coming down, so they might still be in trouble to stay in P3. Because there are a lot of straights, and even though there's only maybe, let's see now, so where they have 2 laps to go, I think, after this one. Yeah, so I think they still may have some trouble to stay in P3, but they may just about have the gap, but it's gonna be close, I think. It's gonna get P3 here. Oh no, but WSR Klusman has gone off. Man, they were in a good hunt to maybe catch P3, but sadly that's another mistake for them, and yeah, I think now it's pretty much decided. They lost a lot of time there, around 10 seconds I think. Oh well, that's just what happened. And yeah, Kieran Trollface again, just quite a few behind and with front damage, but I don't know if it's worth to beat anymore. I mean, the stint is about to end, so I think they're better off honestly just to stay out, because yeah, there's not too much left in this race. Yeah, Luki is on PS, is leading here, GT3 class by 1 minute 22 seconds over Ertio Narash, who's driving the Corvette. But unfortunately they're about to run out of fuel. Ah, that's such a shame for them. They did a really good job before this in this stint. Yeah, I don't think that's enough fuel to make until the end. How much is that even? That's maybe like 5 or 6% left. Unfortunately, I don't think it's enough. There's still a long lap to finish this off, and then they're just 1 lap short with fuel. That's unfortunate. I think they have to come to the pits now. So they're probably gonna get swallowed up by NRL Wehrlein here. It's only just under 8 seconds behind, but they're catching up massively. I think maybe Naras try to somehow fuel save and make it to the end, but I don't know if that's possible. Then 70 seconds behind NRL Wehrlein, we have Bess here in 10th, M6. Who has had okay pace and hasn't done really any mistakes, but doing the 3-stroke strategy is not maybe the best, but it's also the safest if you aren't certain with your fuel saving. Or with how much fuel you're gonna use. Like I think some teams may have to use some fuel saving to make 2-stop work, so a way to get around that is of course to do the 3 stops. Maybe slightly slower, but then you don't need to worry about the fuel saving, at least I think. Maybe that's the case for that team. Then Chikahi is here in 11th, scored up slowly towards base, but I mean yeah, there's only just over a lap left I think, so probably not gonna catch up. Then in last place, but certainly not least, is WSR K3V here. Hasn't had the best of stints despite having good pace early on in the race, but well, trying to not lose too much ground here in this stint and keep their team within a chance to place okay overall. Just trying to see so Kieran Trollface, yeah, everybody's about to head to their last lap now I think. So yeah. Right. Trying to do a bit of maths. Yeah, no, I think he's about to finish on this lap of the race. Kaisi 55, yeah, he's not quite gonna make it to the lap 53rd lap, but he was very close to do that though. But yeah, he's gonna finish on 52 laps, I think. But yeah, I think Kieran Trollface is the first to come over the finish line. Finish his team, so yeah. That's probably what's gonna happen, I think, now. Just gonna stay on board here for a bit because looks like Nara's actually didn't pit, but they decided to stay out, but they have to do some heavy fuel saving here to make it to the end. And I think that's gonna mean that Wehrlein is just gonna breeze past here actually even before the Indianapolis corner. Potentially, let's see. Luckily for Naras, the force curves are coming up and you don't use a lot of fuel there, so I think he just makes it over the finish line actually. Let's see if we can chase a move here. And meanwhile, Kaisi 55 is about to finish his stint. Yeah, it's final laps. Yeah, Kieran's gonna come across the finish line first. Let's see this. I think we might have a position change here real quick. Let's see if we can catch that. Does Wehrlein get the momentum here? Okay, but anyway, Kaisi 55 is across the line and wins the stint. Kieran Trollface is gonna finish 6th in the LMH there. Let's see if Wehrlein can get past here or not. NRC the Death, nicely done. They finish 2nd in high LMH, just under 20 seconds behind Kaisi 55. And we have Ryan Alley, Joe Borey around 1 lap after the top duo. But let's see how this ends. So does Wehrlein go for the move here, heading to the chicane? It's gonna be very close. It's a tough move, but they go towards the outside and get it done. Very nicely done. So that's gonna promote them. Ooh, yeah. That's gonna promote them to 2nd place. Nicely done. Then RTO Naras just behind them. For P9 overall, 3rd in GT class. Luigi is actually doing an extra lap. And that's massive. Advantage to them, and then Bess. Ooh, yeah, Bess is heading to the finish line here. Yeah, I don't know about that handbrake turn. I'm not supposed to do that really in endurance racing. Okay, Chica TC comes home in 11th. And then who? WSRK 3V is next, heading out. Heading over the finish line, about to finish their stint. Not the best of stints, but they had good pace at times. And then Luigi is still going, but I think because we have a bit of a silly only 3 minutes maximum race and timer, I think Luigi is definitely gonna be cut short here, I think, maybe. Well, it's gonna be close anyway. Might be cut short here just before he makes this lap until the end, but you know, we still work out the gaps, I think, just fine. Regardless. Let's see if we're being cut off here or if Luigi is able to finish his lap. Yeah, he just cuts off here. Okay. Yeah, that's the stint 4 down, and I'm gonna show you the results real quick and then get ready here. Because I'm supposed to drive the 5th stint myself here for BNR. The white and blue M6. Save the replay just in case here. Yeah, here's just a quick rundown of results. Sadly, there were 2 disconnects, but yeah, here's roughly how it looked like. So, top 2 doing very good here, lapping the majority of the LMH field. Kieran Trollface a few laps behind most there, and then yeah, Luigi is gonna get an extra lap on the other GT3 runners who are ordered like this, and yeah, sadly 2 disconnects here in this lobby. Yeah, that's that. I hope you enjoyed this stream, and yeah, I'm gonna get ready myself for the Stint 5, which I'm gonna drive. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and if you feel like you wanna stay up some more, or if you're just woken up, just keep watching. We have some more streams coming for Digital Endurance Series, also known as DS. There's still 3 more stints to go in this long race. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again, everybody, sometime, I guess. Bye.